Alright, so we're back here on Fallout New Vegas, and before I started recording, I did do a few things. The first thing I did was go to Mick and Ralph's. So as you can see, if we go to the items, our weight is significantly down. I've sold a few items, and I've gave a lot of items to Ed to hold on to. So now we could pick things up without too much worry, or at least for a little while. And also, I picked up this as well. Emeritus stopped buying weapons from Mick. So Mick from Mick and Ralph says Emeritus stopped buying guns suddenly without giving a reason why. Maybe I should ask around and see if I can find out why. So I guess we could go ahead and ask around when we have some time. But my active quest right now is wildcard side bets. So I suppose I just have to go around and make contact with these individuals and or groups. So I think we'll go ahead and do that. And I also talked to her about hey, calm down. I also talked to her about setting up a supply line with the followers. She said we have to talk to her brother James, but I looked around and couldn't find him, so I think we'll come back and do that later. But for now, I suppose we could go around and do this. So let's go ahead to the world map and see where we can go.
Listen very closely and do as I say. Your life depends on it. Hand over everything you're carrying. Weapons, ammo, clothes, armor, everything. I want you stripped down to your underwear. I've told you what to do. Strip off your clothes and equipment or face summary execution. Will you comply?
Should we comply?
Take it all off and hand it to me. Then come inside and through the door at the rear of the chamber. Paladin Ramos is waiting for you.
Alright, so we complied. I don't want to start any trouble as of yet.
How the hell did you get in here? Normally I would have already shot you, but I'm under orders to bring you to the Elder. Will you come peacefully?
I appear to be lost. I'll just head back the way I came in. I'll speak to your elder, lead the way.
I'll take you to him. Follow me, closely, or you'll be shot.
How did you find us, stranger? And do tell the truth.
I was just exploring the area and noticed your patrol coming out of here. Sure.
You took an extreme risk in coming here. My policy towards trespassers has not been lenient. The security of this bunker is my foremost concern, and I take pains to minimize our exposure topside. For this reason, I might be interested in contracting with an outsider who can accomplish certain tasks, some basic, some a bit more involved. An NCR ranger has begun to set up post in one of the other bunkers up top, for example. I want him driven off. Understood? Yes, we could kill him easily enough. But sometimes you can learn a great deal by observing people, both enemies and friends. Which is why it will be very interesting to observe how you choose to deal with the situation, and decide which you are. Enemy or friend? Do we understand one another? Very well. I'll be interested to see how thoroughly and efficiently you carry out your mission. Paladin Ramos will escort you back to the bunker's entrance and set you loose. Notice that I said loose, not free. You are not free to carry the secret of this bunker's location beyond Hidden Valley. Until I'm convinced that you're capable and dependable. To underscore this point, you'll be fitted with an explosive collar. Wander off and it will detonate. Focus on your mission, and you'll be fine.
You'll find your equipment in the chest to your right. Don't bother coming back until you've dealt with the ranger.
Thought you'd sneak up on me, you filthy powder ganger?
Keep pointing that gun at me, I'll stick it up your ass.
Huh. Got some stones on you, son. I like that. What can I do for you? Well, I thought I might set up a safe house in one of the bunkers here. Between the remote location and the dust storms, I figured it was ideal. Of course, seems a lot less remote since you showed up. Plus, I haven't been able to get my radio working, and a safe house is no good without one. I reckon I'll stick around a while, patrol for troublemakers, see if I can get that radio working. Oh, and in your expert opinion, why would that be?
We could use speech, lie, powder gangs, use these bunkers as hideouts once or twice a month.
You've seen that with your own 2 eyes? God damn. I knew Cook's gang passed through these parts about that frequently, but I didn't know they holed up here. Be a rude awakening to find 15 of those merciless bastards looking down at me snoozing on my bedroll. Yep, I'd be better off setting up an ambush along one of their routes to catch stragglers. Thanks for the information. You may have saved my life.
Alright, so we can return and tell them about the news. I know it's not too far away, but we're just gonna quickly fast travel. What? Why not? Alright, fine, it's not gonna let us do that. Alright, so we're back here. Let's see, I guess we have to talk in the
Stand back
intercom.
from the door. The Elder's eager to hear your report.
Anything we can take? I guess not. Can we actually keep our weapons and things this time?
How did you resolve the situation with the Ranger? Gone. Why did he leave? And what makes you think he won't be back?
I convinced him that staying here was more dangerous than moving on.
Yes, you exploited his fear of powder gangers very effectively. The collar includes a microphone, you see. Part of the test. He'll keep his distance, setting ambushes, never suspecting that these bunkers house something far more dangerous to him than criminals. Well played. Since you completed your assigned task, I will allow you to come and go from the bunker freely. So let's get that collar off you. There, that's better, I hope. Now that we have that bit of unpleasantness out of the way, there is a matter that I would like to discuss with you. Stop by the command room when you can. Oh, and bear in mind, if you end up betraying us, we will know it. And there will be no mercy.
Okay.
What I wish to discuss with you can wait for once I get settled in the command room outside. When you first showed up on our doorstep, I'll admit at first I didn't know what to think. After giving the matter some thought, however, I've decided that an outsider could be of great use to me right now. However, I will not force you to help us. Should you refuse, you will be allowed to leave here. Though no, we will be keeping an eye on you. What do you say, outsider? Are you willing to help us? Then allow me to explain our situation. This bunker is currently locked down, allowing no entry or exit, with you being one of the few exceptions. In exceptional cases, teams are sent out to investigate sites or retrieve materials deemed too important to ignore. 3 such teams have gone missing recently, and the news of their disappearance has not yet been widely spread to avoid undue concern. In order to maintain the peace and adhere to the strictures of the lockdown, I need to send someone else to discover what happened to them. I'm glad I can count on you. Oh, and one other thing. The patrols each had a holotape detailing their missions that you can use to track them. The shielding of the bunker prevents us from actively tracking them, but their positions should show up on your map once you get to the surface. Should our worst fears become realized, please bring back all 3 of the holotapes from the patrols. Otherwise, bring our brothers home. I've given the order that you be given access to some of the equipment our scouts and patrols have scavenged over the years. You won't be allowed to purchase any prohibited equipment, but hopefully some of what's available will prove useful to you.
Maybe we'll check that out later. I'm hoping...
So,
You're the outsider that's been given leave to wander around freely. Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. Name's Hardin. I'm the head paladin of this chapter, and I think we might be able to help each other out. I don't know what the Elder talked to you about, but I can tell you this chapter is in trouble. And he's at the center of it. Are you willing to listen to what I have to say?
Sure, go ahead.
As you may have already heard, this entire base is under a state of lockdown. No one goes out except small patrols at night. Most of the chapter has been sealed in here for years. And those few who were outside when the lockdown was initiated are forbidden from returning. Morale has plummeted as time has gone by. And many of our current paladins haven't seen combat outside of training simulations. And all because of the Elder's explicit order that no one be allowed in or out. The only way things will change is if a new Elder is installed.
And I suppose you'd nominate yourself.
I would. I'm the senior-most paladin in the chapter, and have more combat experience than any two others here put together. I'd gladly support another candidate, but no one has the courage to step forward and make the attempt, so it falls to me. I would put this chapter back on the right path, if I could just assume leadership. I don't know. I've gone through our records dozens of times looking for a precedent regarding the dismissal of an Elder and come up with nothing. The people who are most likely to know how it could be done are also some of McNamara's strongest supporters, so they refuse to help me, which is why we're having this conversation. An outsider such as yourself would arouse less suspicion asking questions about such matters. The fact that the Elder has some tasks for you means his faithful won't suspect you, and you have a line open to the man himself. In short, you're in a perfect position to help me. Will you at least think about it? If I become Elder, the lockdown will be lifted, and we'll once again be able to send patrols out into the wastes. We'll become powerful again. And when that happens, it will be good to have the Brotherhood as an ally. Good enough? That'll have to do. I'd recommend going to see Ramos first. As head of security, he's more familiar with our protocols than anyone else here. You could also try to find something relevant in our data store, though last I heard Scribe Ibsen is having a bit of a problem accessing it. And if McNamara should give you any tasks, I'd ask that you kept me abreast of them. Report anything you find to me, and we'll move from there. What is it, outsider? Have you discovered anything?
Should we tell him about things? Sure, why not?
Yes. I know the loss of the patrols has weighed heavily on his mind for some time. He took it very personally when they first went missing. That was when I first began to seriously question his ability to lead us. A commander has to be able to deal with the potential loss of his men. It's strange that he would ask you to find mission discs on them, however. The missing paladins were all on standard patrols, which don't need them. Only brothers sent on special assignments are given mission discs. If you should find any on the lost patrols, let me know. Bye.
Alright, well then. Alright, so where's the closest location? There's one up here, and then the other one right up there. So I suppose we'll go over here first, since it is the closest. The heck is that thing? Let's go check that out. It's worth a decent amount and it weighs nothing, so I suppose we'll grab it and then we can sell it. Alright, what do we have here? Alright, so we do have some armor we could take. Laser rifle. Oh, we have radiation poisoning. Ah, no. Alright, well then. Can we let Boone hold it then?
Fine by me.
Let's see. Apparel. Can you hold that? Excellent. And is there anything else over here? Did he just throw it on the ground?
Fine by me.
I guess he can't hold it. How about you? Can you hold it? Oh, let's see. Apparently not. Alright, we'll just keep it on us for now. Can't carry anymore. Alright. Alright, this looks like a place where we could explore a little bit. What are you doing here, little fellow?
How may I serve you, master?
Oh. Oh, okay. Well then, can't really talk to it. So we'll just leave it alone. I think it's religion. Oh no, it's locked. Wow. Got incredibly lucky. Plans granted. Unlocking. What did it unlock? I have no clue. Another terminal over here. What's this? Oh, great. Customers. Wow, again. Okay. Super lucky now. Hello again, everyone. Those of you in the main building may be curious about the men doing all the work in your office and hallways. They are installing some enhanced security measures. These measures are in place for your safety as well as the safety and privacy of your Ripcon family. Along with hardware and software security changes, each of you will also receive a personal packet with an identification badge. It's very important that you wear your badge at all times. Again, this is for everyone's protection. Oh, and everyone feel free to take a long weekend as soon as you have received your personal packet. Have a great holiday. Alright, my name is Carl Rook. As I'm sure you can tell, I'm your new vice president. Until recently, I was at Robco working in their security division, but now that your family and my family are one big family, we thought it would be nice if they sent an older sibling over. Now I'm going to do as much as I can not to interfere with your daily operations here. My principal concern is going to be security. I hear that y'all have been adapting well to some new security procedures. Well, we've got some new kinds to join, or new kinds. Well, we've got some new kids to join your little family here. We'll see some friendly androids patrolling around the main building as long as everyone remembers to wear their badge at all times and make sure they're properly registered with security. These friendly androids will stay out of your way, so as long as you all keep on as you have been, everything will be just fine. Thanks for your time. P.S. Remember that third floor access is for executives only. If you need assistance from me or peers, feel free to give us a buzz on the phone and we'll send you down the daily password. Thanks. Very easy. Let's see how easy it is. Can I get on first try again? Toll. Obviously not. Roll bell. There we go. We're almost leveled up. Facial data add for second floor access. I'm not sure if I'm going to read all of this. Alright, I've made some progress decrypting the packets. From what I can tell, someone is sending progress messages to a secure off-site server somewhere. Where I have to venture to a guess, I would have to say the messages are going to Poseidon, but I don't have enough proof to make a serious claim. Sarah. Okay, for the last couple of weeks I've seen a higher than usual rate of encrypted messages leaving the facility here. These messages have unusual encryption protocol that I haven't seen before. I'm fairly certain that it isn't a DoD approved method. I fear that these messages may be a sign of someone sending insider information. Sarah. Please continue your investigation into the messages and keep me appraised on any progress you make. In the meantime, please keep this information private. I will make sure the appropriate parties are informed, and please call me Carl. Alright, last entrance. Hello, I will need some of you, or blah. Hello, I will need someone to come over as soon as possible and clear the old Vice President's data off this terminal, as well as reformat it with my personal information. Thank you. Q35 matter modulator. Alright, so that's the lock that we can't do before. So now we could just do a big loop. Excellent. Just a little more and we level up. Alright, encrypted message. I've managed to get the password to Isley's computer. I'll forward it to you with the release notes to the Q35. The prototype is going to be stopped here on its way to the Department of Defense. You should be able to intercept it on the road. Alright, so version 32 status failure. While version 32 didn't have the power yields of version 31 or 30, we managed to increase the stabilization threshold by approximately 27.35%. This is promising, however, we still have yet to come up with a solution for the matter inversion issue. Version 33 failure, lab destroyed, data lost. Version 34 failure, interesting, I'm not sure where we got this data from. It's completely different direction from what we've been working on. We managed to cycle the matter inversion using polarized quantum spin. I think that we solved the issue with the compensation field. I have high hopes for the next weapon. Version 35 success. That data we received from Zuin did the trick. We managed to get a stable build model. I don't think this weapon is ready for mass production yet, but it should show that we have a working prototype. We should be able to get these issues resolved in a later build. As you requested, here are the improvements when compared to a standard plasma rifle. Prototype materials not suitable for extended field use. On average, the Q35 has a higher refire rate, but the time between shots is more consistent. Increase in active bolt charge time, accurate at longer ranges. Plasma charge has a 30% increase in energy. Alright, so the Q35, not too bad of a weapon, which we have right now. We found it down there. So we'll give this a shot and see how well it does. Alright, so unlock safe. Alright, now that things are being set in motion, I am going to be your liaison and point of contact for Robco. I'll be handling anything that arises during your transition to the Robco family. My first priority is going to the tightening up your security. As well as you well know, Robco handles many classified projects. Because of this, RepCon will need a large increase to security. I'll be sending over some engineers and security personnel to discreetly install some enhanced security procedures. Most of it will be pretty innocuous. However, all employees will be required to wear their security badge at all times. Please have your people start wearing their badges well in advance of our partnership becoming official. I think it will make the transition easier. None of the security measures will be activated until I arrive on site. Hopefully by then everyone will be comfortable with their new rules. Thank you for your time. Can you send an email out to your engineers reminding them about our security policies? I'll be sending a message next week about some increased security procedures. Okay then. Hidden door. There appears to be an automated door hidden behind this wall. It looks like it could be jammed shut with the proper skills. Repair 65 or higher required. We'll leave it alone for now, but we'll keep that noted.